What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Elevated Crypto. Now, in our last video on the 10th, we discussed the idea that once stimulus got passed and the money printers fired up and they started cutting checks, that most likely we were going to see Bitcoin post a new all-time high. And it did. So we are going to touch base on that real quick. A couple areas to watch for, levels. We're also going to scroll through some of the latest headlines across crypto to show you why, in my opinion, I think cryptocurrencies are like a freight train going full steam ahead towards mainstream and mass adoption. Whether you like it or not, it's true. Whether you believe it or not, it's true. And we're also going to touch base on the Coinbase Effect. Now, for those of you that have been around crypto for a little bit, I'm sure you know what that is. But for those of you that are just getting your feet wet, and are still sort of new to crypto, I'm going to show you that A, it's something to pay attention to, and B, how it could be very profitable for you moving forward. So if you're excited for that content, do me a small favor, smash that thumbs up, and let's get it. Okay, jumping right in here today, we see Bitcoin dominance, a tad under 60%, sort of been hovering around that level. Ethereum gas fees, up over the 200 level, still very high on Ethereum, right? So we hope some of these scaling solutions start to come forward sooner than later to sort of get these gas fees back down, because it makes it horrible. And that's why you're seeing people, migrate over to the Binance Smart Chain and make swaps and trades, for a lot less. But anyways, let's just jump right into Bitcoin. So that was our first topic here. Now, on the 10th, we said that, once everything started rocking and, according to past stimuluses, we thought that once this was approved and moving, we would see a new all-time high. And we did. We seen it one day ago, right? 61.7. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. And to think, like, even more amazing to think in like a year's time, Bitcoin has gone from like $3,800 or something crazy to, well over 61,000, 67. It's amazing to see, right? What an amazing asset it is and how it's grown so far. But what I'm seeing now across a lot of the Telegram, a lot of the different chat groups on Telegram regarding the charts and TA analysis and whatnot, we're seeing a lot of people say, if this holds between the 57 to 58 range going forward, that we're probably going to see a higher high to this here shoot in. That a lot of people were saying like 65 to 70K. And that was just what I've seen on Telegram through different groups there. Shout out Crypto Busy, Crypto Sniper, WSB, just going through different chats trying to get an idea of what these chart guys and guys that do TA, what they're looking at and what they're expecting from the Bitcoin chart, right? Because it's good to take in as much data as we could. So again, we're looking to see it stay, 57, 58,000 range. If it holds, sort of consolidates across here, we're probably going to be looking at a $65,000 to $70,000 Bitcoin sooner than later. So let's pay attention to see what happens this week, going forward. But again, it's exciting. We're seeing Bitcoin hit new highs and grow and grow and grow throughout the year. We're seeing some of these altcoins do phenomenal turnarounds, right? Absolutely phenomenal. So let's just move right on quick. I wanted to go through some of these headlines here, and you guys know the drill. I'm not going to go through them with you, read them verbatim. I will link some of these up below in the description. But again, to say that cryptocurrencies are moving full steam ahead, and we're seeing, mainstream adoption, we're seeing acceptance, I believe, on a level that we've never seen before. And one thing that jumped out to me that I thought was pretty cool, I actually seen this yesterday, and where was it? Right here. FTX in talks to rename an NBA stadium. And you see in major sports, we have AT&T Stadium, Reliance Stadium, SoFi. And now we're going to see an actual, a cryptocurrency exchange, FTX, possibly, having a FTX stadium for one of these NBA teams. Again, that's a new age, right? A different form of acceptance to a point we've never seen before. Yeah, we've seen people announce they're investing in it or this, that, and the third, but to actually see sponsorship and stuff from some of these larger companies is pretty cool. You seen Marvel made a comment the other day about the whole NFT craze, or DC, I'm sorry, not Marvel, DC, and the Batman publisher DC Comics explores entering the NFT market. Again, you're starting to see all different areas garner attention and traction to this asset class, right? And in my eyes, it's amazing, and we're at a level that, we really have never seen before in this, right? And moving on, just going through CoinDesk here, scrolling down, we see some interesting things too I wanted to point out. We see Anchor. Now, this was pretty cool. Anchor begins countdown to launch of bank-beating DeFi savings account. Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. Now, I guess this was supposed to come out in October, but then it got pushed back to late November. So who knows? I just like the idea and the concept behind it, right? You're actually going to be able to have a savings account that's giving you a better return than any bank you could sign up for. So I think that's pretty cool. And another sign that it's moving towards new areas and new ways to attract people, which I think is pretty cool too. So scrolling down, I will link this up below, but it's from the team at Terraform Labs. So, we'll see what happens and how this goes, but apparently they're thinking it's getting closer to they've ever been to getting this thing launched, right? So that's good. Now, what I wanted to talk to you about the Coinbase effect, and I didn't want to make this video long, I'm going to try to wrap this up quick, but I wanted to point this out. Now, again, not going to go through this article. We're just going to look at sort of the narrative and what it says here, right? So we see Coinbase Pro list SushiSwap Polygon, which is formerly Matic, in scale. But the most important thing I want you to look at here is the date, right? March 9th. March 9th, news came out that Coinbase would be listing these, right? So now let's pop back over, and this is what I wanted to talk to you about with this Coinbase effect and why and how you could profit on this, right? Well, what happens is people hear a coin is coming to Coinbase. So they start to buy it because they know there's a lot of users that really don't venture outside of Coinbase, that there's a lot of users that stay geared towards the centralized exchange. Nothing wrong with that, personal preference, right? But when new coins get introduced, they're very popular there because now this is the first time that the people that, stick to the centralized exchange have had access to this asset. So you start to see things take off. And one of the ones I really want to point out was Scale, right? We've seen this, it was trending the past few days over on CoinGecko. Now, keep in mind that article was from the 9th, right? So let's scroll this back out to a week view. Now, that was March 8th. Okay, so here we have Tuesday, March 9th. Now, you are ranging in price from 35 cents to roughly, okay, and there's Wednesday, 35 to 60 just on Tuesday, just on the news of that coming out. So say you caught it, you were late and you caught it towards the end of the day, even Wednesday, 60 cents. By the time this did break to Coinbase, which I believe was the 10th or 11th, you've seen this shoot to $1.20, $1.20. When that news broke, it was 30-some cents, 35 cents. That is the Coinbase effect. And you could have made a 5x in the matter of, 4x in the matter of, 2 days, 48 hours, a 4x. That was one of the coins. Let's look at, the others. Was it a freak accident? Now, all of them might not have as many X's to be gained, but let's look at sushi, for example. And now, if you've been watching content I put out on this channel, I'm a big fan of sushi, and we were talking about sushi a few videos back when it was dipping, I think, between 12 and 14, and we were buying them up. And long term, I'm bullish on sushi. I really don't see any reason why this won't hit $50 in the future, if not even higher, honestly. And all that depends on the gas fees on Ethereum. If we could solve that and solve the scalability issues, which we know are probably coming sometime around July, again, these DEXs, SushiSwap, Uniswap, could explode. Absolutely could explode. Let's look at the same thing here. So we'll go to the 7-day trend, and I'm going to wrap this up. But again, Okay, March 9th, that news came out. We were around 17, 18, look at all the way 19, 18. By the time it broke, what would we say that was, the 10th, 11th? Onto Coinbase, look at the write-up, well over 20, 22, 23 at one point. Again, down from 17. Nice gain, not as much as Scale did, right? Scale did multiple X's, but again, still nice gain. Let's look at Polygon. That was the last one of the three here that was at it. Take a quick look at Polygon and see the same thing. Over the week view, you see the gain it's had. You know, that did almost 100% over a week. We go back to where it was, that article, 24 cents around the 9th. And then at the height of this, you know, almost 50. So you could have doubled up right there just on the news that it was getting added to Coinbase. So that, my friends, is the Coinbase effect. I hope you took some value from this content. As always, hit that thumbs up, hit subscribe. That way you are informed anytime I upload or go live. And I will catch you on the next video.